The alarm screamed through Station Orbital 7 at exactly 0600 hours. Captain James Ward ran from his quarters to the command center. His boots hit the metal floor hard and fast. Something was very wrong. "Report," he shouted as the doors opened. Dr. Lisa Moore stood at the scanning station. Her face was pale. "Captain, we have an unknown vessel approaching. Speed is ... impossible. It shouldn't be moving that fast." Ward looked at the display screen. A massive dot moved toward them through space. The computer showed distance and speed. His stomach dropped. They had maybe 6 hours before it arrived. "Send a standard greeting message. All channels." Ward ordered. Officer Tom Blake worked the communications panel. He sent messages in 20 different languages. Earth languages. Alien languages. Even old codes from first contact protocols. Nothing came back. Only silence. "Try again," Ward said. "Keep trying." An hour passed. Still nothing. The mysterious ship came closer. Ward called an emergency meeting. He needed his best people in the command center. Now. Ambassador Krell entered the room. He was a Valan, a species that looked like tall, thin humans with blue skin and 4 arms. Krell had lived on the station for 2 years. He was peaceful and kind. But when he saw the ship data on the screen, his face changed. His eyes went wide with terror. "No," Krell whispered. "Not them. Please, not them. You know this ship?" Ward asked. Krell's hands shook. "That energy signature. That size. It's the Drax Empire." He looked at Ward with desperate eyes. "Captain, you must evacuate immediately. Right now. Every minute counts." Lisa stepped forward. "Who are the Drax?" "Death," Krell said simply. "They are death. They travel through space looking for colonies and stations. When they find them, they attack. No warnings. No negotiations. They destroy everything. Then they take the resources and leave." "Surely we can talk to them," Lisa said. "Explain we're peaceful. Find common ground." Krell laughed, but it was a bitter sound. "Doctor, my people tried talking. The Drax arrived at my homeworld 15 years ago. Our leaders sent messages of peace. We offered trade, technology, anything they wanted." His voice broke. "They responded by burning our cities. 3 billion Valans died in 2 days. I only survived because I was off-world studying." The command center went silent. Tom Blake checked his weapon systems. "How many people are on this station, Captain?" 4,000, Ward answered. "Humans, Valans, Korathi, others. Mostly miners and their families." "We have 12 civilian transport ships," Tom said. "Each holds maybe 200 people if we pack them tight. That's only 2,400 people maximum." The math was simple and terrible. They couldn't save everyone. Krell moved toward Ward. "Captain, you must send the transports away now. Save who you can. The Drax show no mercy. Fighting them is suicide." Ward stood quietly for a moment. He looked at the tactical display. The Drax ship was huge. At least 3 times the size of Station Orbital 7. Their weapons would be advanced. Their shields would be strong. Then he turned to Tom. "Battle stations. All personnel to defensive positions. Power up every weapon we have. Reinforce the shields." "Captain!" Krell shouted. "Did you not hear me? You cannot fight them." "I heard you clearly, Ambassador," Ward said calmly. "But I'm not running." Lisa looked shocked. "James, we can't win this fight." "Probably not," Ward agreed. "But Earth has faced extinction before. Ice ages, diseases, wars that nearly ended us. Every time we survived because we refused to quit. We don't run from bullies. We punched them in the face. Tom smiled and started working his console. Aye, Captain. Arming all weapons. Other aliens on the station heard the orders. Many thought the humans were insane. Some began preparing their own escape plans, but Ward stood firm. He watched the Drax ship approach. 5 hours now. Then 4. Then 3. At 1 hour remaining, the Drax ship dropped out of faster-than-light travel. It appeared on all screens. A massive black warship covered in weapons. It looked like death itself. One message broadcast on all frequencies. The voice was cold and mechanical. You have been marked for elimination. Resistance is irrelevant. Surrender is irrelevant. You will be destroyed. Ward cracked his knuckles. Then let's make them work for it. All hands. This is the captain. Today we show the galaxy what humans are made of. The battle was about to begin. Asterisk first contact. The Drax warship fired first. A beam of pure energy shot across space. It hit Station Orbital 7's shields with tremendous force. The entire station shook. Lights flickered. People screamed. Ward grabbed his chair to stay standing. Damage report. Shields at 70%, Tom called out. But Captain, they're holding better than expected. The Drax fired again. And again. Each blast made the station tremble. But the shields kept working. They dropped to 60%. Then 50%. But they didn't break. On the Drax ship, confused officers stared at their screens. This small station should have been destroyed already. Why was it still standing? Ward smiled. They're wondering why we're not dead yet. Lisa, explain it to them. Dr. Moore pressed buttons on her console. The view screen showed the station's exterior. Hundreds of cargo containers and mining equipment were attached to the outer hull. They formed layers of extra armor. We used everything, Lisa explained to Krell, who watched in amazement. Metal containers. Ice from the mining operation. Even old ship parts. It's simple physics. More mass means more protection. Humans. Krell shook his head. You're either brilliant or completely insane. Both, Ward said. Tom returned fire. The station's weapons came alive. They weren't military weapons. Station Orbital 7 was a mining colony, not a warship. But miners used powerful tools. Laser cutters designed to slice through asteroids. Railguns built to launch cargo into space. Explosives for breaking rocks. Tom had modified them all. Mining lasers, overcharged and focused, burned into the Drax ship's hull. Railguns fired chunks of metal at incredible speeds. Chemical explosives launched in crude missiles. The Drax ship's shields absorbed most of it, but not all. Small fires appeared on their hull. Armor plates cracked. For the first time in decades, the Drax were taking damage from prey. They're angry now, Ward muttered. He was right. The Drax changed tactics. A bright light appeared on their ship. Then 50 Drax soldiers materialized on the station. They had teleported directly inside. Tom's security teams responded immediately. Alarms rang through every corridor. Orders on decks 5, 7, and 12. The Drax soldiers were terrifying. Each stood 8 feet tall. Their skin looked like gray armor. They carried energy weapons that could melt through steel. They moved through corridors, killing anything in their path. But Tom Blake had prepared for this too. The first squad of Drax entered a mining bay. Suddenly, the floor opened. Half the soldiers fell into a pit designed for ore collection. Before they could react, Tom's team sealed the doors and vented the atmosphere. The Drax died in the vacuum of space. Another group tried to reach the command center. Humans waited in the ventilation shafts above them. When the aliens passed below, the humans dropped magnetic mines. The corridor exploded. The Drax had strength and superior weapons. But humans knew the station. Every pipe, every passage, every emergency system. They turned their home into a maze of death. They're adapting, Tom reported. Moving in larger groups. Being more careful. Meanwhile, Lisa worked frantically at her console. She was scanning the Drax warship, looking for any weakness. The enemy shields were too strong. Their armor too thick. How could they possibly win? Then she saw it. Captain, I found something. Lisa pulled up data on the main screen. Their shields pulse. When they fire their main weapons, the shields drop for exactly 47 seconds to divert power. It's a tiny window. Ward looked at the numbers. 47 seconds. It wasn't much time. But it might be enough. Can we charge our main railgun for one massive shot? He asked. Tom calculated quickly. Yes, but we'd have to pull power from life support, engines, and our own shields. We'd be completely defenseless for 2 minutes. How long to charge? 90 seconds. Ward looked around the command center. His crew watched him. Krell watched him. Everyone knew this was a desperate gamble. If they missed, or if the shot didn't work, they would all die. Do it, Ward ordered. Charge the railgun. Lisa, calculate the exact timing. Tom, tell your teams to hold the corridors for 2 more minutes. The station's lights dimmed as power flowed to the massive railgun. It was designed to launch mining equipment to distant asteroids. Now it would launch one giant piece of metal at the Drax ship. The Drax fired their main weapon again. Lisa watched her timer. Shields dropping. Now, Captain, fire now. Ward pressed the button. The railgun released. A massive metal projectile shot through space at incredible speed. It crossed the distance in seconds. Heading straight for the Drax warship's exposed hull dot, everyone held their breath. Outside, Drax soldiers reached the command center door. They began cutting through. The projectile flew silently through space. Then it hit. Why humanity survives. The railgun projectile punched through the Drax ship's bridge. Metal tore. Systems exploded. Fire spread through their command center. Half the Drax officers died instantly. Their captain survived, but barely. Alarms screamed through the warship dot on Station Orbital 7. Cheers erupted. Tom Blake pumped his fist. Direct hit. Captain, we hit them. But Lisa's face went pale. Their ship is still functional. Main weapons offline, but engines and secondary systems still work. Ward watched the tactical display. The Drax ship was wounded, but not dead. Like a hurt animal that made it more dangerous. The enemy captain's face appeared on the view screen. His gray skin was burned. Blood dripped from his forehead, but his eyes burned with rage. You hurt us, the Drax captain snarled. Impossible. You are weak, small. You should be dead. Yeah, well, humans are full of surprises, Ward said calmly. No more surprises. We will ram your station. Both our ships will be destroyed. You will die with us. The view screen went black. The Drax warship's engines flared to life. It began moving toward the station. Krell grabbed Ward's shoulder. Captain, we must evacuate now. Use the escape pods. Not yet, Ward said. He pressed a button on his chair. Computer, initiate protocol endgame. Authorization, Ward Alpha 7. A new voice spoke through the speakers. Warning. Station self-destruct sequence activated. Fusion reactors will overload in 5 minutes. Everyone in the command center stared at Ward in shock. Captain, what are you doing? Lisa shouted. Ward smiled. It wasn't a happy smile. It was the smile of someone who had planned for this exact moment. Tom, How many people are still on the station? Tom checked his console. Security teams, command crew, maybe 50 others. Everyone else evacuated 2 hours ago, Ward finished. Krell, remember when you said we should evacuate immediately? I listened. While the Drax focused on our battle, civilian ships used the mining tunnels on the dark side of the station. The tunnels we dug for ice collection. The Drax never saw them leave. Krell's eyes went wide. This whole battle was a distraction? Not entirely, Ward said. We really did want to hurt them. But yes, the main goal was buying time. Tom's teams weren't just fighting boarders. They were making sure everyone else escaped. Lisa laughed in disbelief. James Ward, you sneaky genius. All hands, this is the captain. Ward announced on the station-wide channel. Get to the escape pods. Now, move fast. We have 4 minutes. The remaining humans ran through corridors. Tom's security teams stopped fighting and retreated. Drax soldiers chased them, but couldn't catch them. The humans knew every shortcut. Ward stayed at his command post. He watched the Drax ship approach. 3 minutes. 2 minutes. Captain, we need to go. Lisa pulled his arm. One more thing, Ward said. He activated the long-range transmitter, the most powerful one on the station. He began broadcasting everything. Battle footage, tactical data, shield frequencies, weapon patterns, everything they had learned about the Drax. I'm sending this to every colony, every station, every planet and communication range, Ward explained. The galaxy needs to know the Drax can be beaten. They're not invincible. They can bleed. The timer reached 1 minute. Ward finally moved. He ran with Lisa, Tom, and Krell to the last escape pod. They jumped inside and sealed the door. The pod launched just as the station's reactors began their final overload. Through the pod's window, they watched. The Drax warship rammed into Station Orbital 7. For a moment, both vessels hung in space, locked together. Then the reactors exploded. White light filled the darkness. The explosion was massive, beautiful and terrible. When it faded, nothing remained. Both the station and the Drax ship were gone. Just debris floating in space. The escape pods drifted quietly away. Inside Ward's pod, no one spoke for a long time. Finally, Krell broke the silence. You destroyed your own home. Buildings can be rebuilt, Ward said softly. People can't be replaced. The Drax will come again. More ships. Seeking revenge. Ward nodded. Let them come. We sent our data to 200 colonies. Every species out there now knows the Drax weakness. Their shield timing. Their boarding tactics. How to fight them. He looked at Krell. Your people didn't die for nothing, Ambassador. Today, we proved the Drax can lose. 6 months later, Ambassador Krell stood before the Galactic Council. Behind him, a hologram showed the battle at Station Orbital 7. Council members from 50 species watched in silence. The Drax Empire is retreating, Krell announced. For the first time in their history, they fear their prey. 17 colonies have successfully defended against Drax attacks using human tactics. The unstoppable conquerors have been stopped. He paused, looking at the assembled leaders. Humans taught us something important. Survival isn't about being the strongest or having the best weapons. It's about refusing to surrender. It's about fighting smart. It's about protecting each other, no matter the cost. Krell pressed a button. Images of Station Orbital 7 appeared. Images of Captain James Ward. Humans gave us hope. Now we must honor their sacrifice by standing together. The Drax wanted to divide us. Instead, they united us. The council chamber erupted in agreement. Species that had never cooperated before began forming alliances. The age of Drax dominance was ending, and in a rebuilt station orbiting a new colony, Captain James Ward watched the Council broadcast. He smiled. Humanity had done what it always did. It survived. Asterisk.